Hey, hello. In this video, I would like to understand emotional aspects of being a bilingual person. So, how can we find that in emotional? Okay, we're not looking for a book. Automatic access of emotion. Emotional stroke effects in Spanish English bilingual. Okay, sounds like it's something that we are looking for. The automatic access of emotion. Emotional stroke effects in Spanish English bilingual speaker. The emotional stroke task provides an experimental measure of selective attention to emotional information. In the current study, the emotional stroke effect was examined in a Spanish-English bilingual speaking population. The results reveal that the emotional stroke effect is a robust phenomenon and replicable within a bilingual population. Furthermore, highly proficient bilinguals demonstrated a cool interference effect in both their first language and their second language. The current study provides evidence of the automatic activation of emotional components in words appearing in more than one language. Okay, I think we should look at methodology of this research, but okay, let's skip that one. They couldn't find anything. When is the first language more emotional? Oh god, it's a book. Oh, it's a Turkish guy, Turkish woman, also part of that research. I think doctorate student. I don't know. This chapter will review recent studies measuring physiological aspects of bilinguals' emotional response to stimuli presented in speakers' first and second language. We also introduce a new theory, the emotional context of learning theory, developed to account for findings from existing studies of bilinguals and emotion. We then evaluate the data consistent with this theory, the new predictions it makes, and the overall prospects for integrating psychophysiological research with cross-linguist. Okay, come to conclusion. Okay, this conclusion. The connections between emotion and cognition have been increasingly studied over the past decade. I know that person. I heard that person. Less attention has been paid to the emotional correlates of language. One arena in which emotional concomitants of language are keenly felt is in bilingual speakers' sense that there is greater emotional arousal associated with their first language compared to their second language. Okay, cool. Intuitions like this have been documented in the writings of bilingual authors. Testimonials of patients undergoing psychotherapy is not in evidence, and in laboratory studies. However, investigation of personal emotional experiences, such as which language feels more emotional, has traditionally been assumed to lie outside the scope of scientific research. Yeah, because of ethical issues, I guess. They can't do it, and it's not very, it's not very useful for the society too. What are you gonna say? Like English is emotionally better than Chinese. Can they say that? I don't think so. It cannot be a good conclusion. Even they conduct super cool, super well controlled design. The cognitive sciences have avoided studying emotion and subjective experience for several reasons. First, the origins of cognitive revolution emphasize the computational metaphor. Until the late 20th century, logic and reasoning were still regarded as the essence of human cognition. Nearly cognitive scientists wanted to uncover the universal of human thought with subjective experience. Okay. Okay, I can see that text is going well, but I want to conclusion. Okay. Let's change our source. Yeah, it is not very new, but worth to read. Bilinguals in psychotherapy, language as an emotional barrier. The English-speaking clinician frequently evaluates and treats patients whose mother tongue is not English. This paper summarizes some of the evidence. Okay, it's not what we are looking at. Bilingual speakers report experiencing stronger emotions when speaking and hearing their first language compared to their second. Maybe it is about the second language is not very fluent and not used as much as the first one. Does this occur even when a second language is learned early and becomes the dominant language? Spanish-English bilinguals who had grown up in the USA or those who were first exposed to English during the middle childhood while residing in Latin American country listened to us and praised us while skin conductance was monitored. Stimuli included taboo words, sexual terms, childhood reprimands, cultural, and single words which functioned as a natural baseline, consistent with the hypothesis that as second language is less emotional for the late learners, emotional expressions presented in the first language elicited larger skin conductance responses than comparable expressions in the second language for the early learners. No such difference was obtained, indicating that age of acquisition of the second language and proficiency of late speakers' physiological reaction to emotional language. Okay, cool. So we can keep searching that topic. Okay, thanks for watching this video and have a beautiful day.